so lazy, you never help with the chores. You're so rude, does it hurt you to smile sometimes? We've all been criticized and it never feels good, right? Criticisms are an unpleasant, yet unavoidable part of our lives and social interactions with others. Although it does not feel pleasant, criticisms can be beneficial. They help to teach rules and motivate positive behavioral changes. However, too much criticisms is detrimental too. It has been linked with a negative self-image, and the recurrence of mental disorders. Considering the diverse impact of criticisms, it is crucial to understand the neural processes involved in criticism. Typically developing adolescents have been proposed to engage in 3 interrelated neural processes in response to maternal criticism. Firstly, emotional reactions are activated. It is natural to feel upset when criticized. Second, those emotions are regulated. For instance, a person may reappraise or suppress their feelings to downregulate their negative emotions, with hopes of making the emotional experience less intense. Last is social cognitive processing. This involves taking the perspective of one's mother, which could help the adolescent understand her intentions. Another important aspect to consider is that parents are a crucial part of an adolescent's social environment. The emotional climate of one's family, be it harsh or supportive, could influence one's emotional development. More specifically, individuals who experience lower levels of maternal warmth are more emotionally labile when encountering stressors, perceive greater social threat, and have poorer emotion regulation. This suggests that maternal warmth may moderate the neural responses to criticism. Put together, the present study used fMRI to investigate the neural responses to maternal criticism in typically developing adolescents, with maternal warmth as a moderating factor. 40 healthy Singaporean adolescents completed a questionnaire assessing maternal warmth. Then, they underwent fMRI scanning while listening to critical comments, praises, and neutral statements made by their mother. Results indicated that in response to maternal criticisms and neutral statements, adolescents showed increased activation in affective networks. This indicates that adolescents experienced enhanced negative emotional responses, which is quite normal. When you were criticized by your mother, you probably felt upset too. Maternal warmth moderated the relationship, such that there was greater activation in adolescents who experienced less maternal warmth. This suggests that supportive parenting behaviors may have a positive effect of mitigating the impact of negative emotional stimuli. Adolescents showed decreased activation in cognitive control networks, like the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex and anterior cingulate cortex. Maternal warmth moderated this relationship, suggesting that warm and responsive parenting might play an important role in fostering better emotion regulation following a stressor. Have you ever tried to simply stop thinking about a critical comment to prevent feeling hurt? Results may reflect a practiced coping mechanism of detaching oneself from personally relevant criticism. While this makes a person feel temporarily better, it produces an adverse effect of failing to learn to adjust one's behavior. Finally, in response to maternal criticisms, adolescents showed decreased activation in social cognitive networks, including the temporoparietal junction, suggesting they engaged in less perspective taking. This could account for maladaptive parent-child conflict resolutions. Failing to understand the intentions behind one's mother's criticisms could lead to misunderstanding and lead to even harsher criticisms. Alternatively, disengagement is an effective short-term strategy for handling negative emotions. As such, the reduced neural response may reflect flexible social adjustments that are adaptive in protecting the adolescent and the mother-child relationship. The findings highlight the importance of intervention processes that encourage and teach mothers to express warmth and acceptance when interacting with their child. This would be beneficial in increasing the positive outcomes of criticisms whilst minimizing unwanted adverse effects.